I've tried to design ugly things in the past as a purpose. It's really important that it evolves rather than it's forced upon it. My dad always used to say on site, if it looks right, it is right. I'm looking for myself to land on the outcome that I say, yes, I haven't made it look nice. I'm just involved in that process. I realised when my children were young that they migrated to the more attractive things in a room or in a shop. And you know, sometimes you'd say it's bright colour or whatever, they're attracted to that. But actually, we all migrate to things we like. And there is it's not black and white. What everybody likes is exactly the same. But what there is there's a commonality around what people find attractive. And we see that around us in the world. It has a big impact on how we make decisions, has a big impact on how we value an acquisition. The first thing is a visual contact, and visual is how it looks. So if it looks engaging and inspiring or creative in some way that motivates people to step forwards. And with design, there is a balance. The physical objects have a balance that's there. And there is you might look at something and go, that just needs a little bit more of this, or that colour doesn't go with that, and et cetera, et cetera. We are prejudiced to that. And so it is really important. I've tried to design ugly things in the past as a purpose, and it's kind of funny because it's quite interesting. You kind of end up coming back to things that you find beautiful in a weird way. But it's really clear that this is an important aspect of engagement. You shouldn't be trying to make things look nice. That's not a good thing, because that gets you in a real muddle. It has to come from the process. It's really important that it evolves rather than it's forced upon it. So if you try to think, oh, I'm going to add this to make it look more pretty, you're in the wrong place. You've got to take something away to make it look more pretty, if we're going to use the word pretty. So it's not an application, it's a result and a purpose of following a really good process. But you as the designer have to be discerning enough to challenge yourself in this process. If it's looking ugly, something's likely to be wrong. So think about it more. Why is it ugly? Not a case of change it because you're playing around with it and you lose sight on the purpose then. It's why is it ugly? Why have we ended up with something that isn't balanced, that doesn't feel right, doesn't look good? And revisit it, revisit what that is, try to understand what it is. That's what I mean. I don't mean about beauty being something we layer. It's something that exists through the process, and it's a guidance that you're right or wrong. My dad always used to say on site when he was building something, if it looks right, it is right. And if it feels right and looks good, it is right. And if it looks wrong, something is wrong, and you got to pick into it. So I wouldn't say, I hate to say to someone, my idea of what looks right is right, because I'm not ever trying to say that. I'm just looking for myself to land on the outcome that I say, yes, oh my God, that's right. I haven't made it look nice. I'm just involved in that process that it looks nice at the end. So if someone else does it and we know it. I look at so many things around and I think, my God, that looks amazing. And I'm jealous because someone else hasn't applied beauty to it. I'm jealous because they've gone through a process and landed with a beautiful object. And I think, oh my God, I'm jealous for the process. Luckily, I can buy the object and celebrate the process backwards. But the point is, it's the process that makes it beautiful. And that's what we're looking for.